Morning people, my last day in India. I actually arrived in India, in Delhi, last December, in the north of India. To be honest, it was not my finest experience. The accommodation that I arrived at was absolutely despicable. It was ghastly. The area that I was in was ghastly. But if the truth is known, it was baptism by fire. I got out of that place the next morning, got a taxi as soon as it was light, and I was out. But if the truth is known, it was probably, to an extent, some of it was my own fault, although hotel was pretty miserable. And maybe I should have arrived in the south and introduced myself to India, a softer introduction, and worked further north, rather than landing day one in the north. But it is what it is. So I moved out of that pretty miserable accommodation, moved nearer the centre of Delhi, met up with a young lad called Leon, and we went off to Nepal, still in touch with him. And then I came back to India, to the south. When I arrived in India, it was pretty cold in Delhi. It was jeans and a jacket, that's for sure. I flew back, when I first came down to the south, I flew to Kerala, and it's very much, short sleeve shirts, t-shirts and shorts. It's super hot here. Weather's fabulous, really good. I arrived in Kerala and I did a boat tour. I did a three night boat tour there, and all the backwater lakes and things like that. The nature, wildlife there was fantastic. It was really good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And I was in Kerala for about 2 weeks, I think. I can't remember exactly. Then I moved to Goa, where I am now. Bit of a tourist hotspot, and don't read anything into that negatively, but it's tourism here is very, very important, like it is all over the world, I suppose. But the bars and restaurants are heaving, absolutely rammed. Fabulous bands in every bar you could think of. The food is amazing. I have to make a special mention of the food, because my experience of Indian food in England is mostly junk, utter junk. It's slop compared to the food you get out here, that's for sure. Freshly cooked, instantly, virtually every dish. Vegetarian, very heavy influence here, although there's of course tons of meat as well. Fish, meat, veg, absolutely fantastic. I've tried to get in the kitchen whenever I could and have a look, and you know what, mostly all the kitchens are super nice, super clean. All the chefs, headdress and all clean and smart and tidy. You order your food, bang, it's cooked instantly. No problems with food at all. Certainly better than any food that I've had in the UK. People, like every country I've been to, people have been fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Let us not forget that India was under British rule for many years. And the Brits did some good things out here, as all the Indians will tell you. Most of them are very, very proud of their association with the UK. But they also did some pretty grim things out here as well. But despite all of that, all the people here welcoming. They love the Brits, to be honest. They do love. My last day here, as I said, Jack came out here 2 weeks ago. We went off back to the north again, went to Agra, which is the city where the Taj Mahal is. A few things about the Taj Mahal, mind-blowing. Photographs, TV programs, books will never ever give you the feel of just how amazing the Taj Mahal is. If it's not on your bucket list, it's one of those things you should do before you die. It is fantastic. Taj Mahal, absolutely breathtaking, really, really good. After Taj Mahal, went to Jaipur. Jaipur is a centre of excellence, I'd say, for fabrics, of everything you can think of. I mean, the whole of India is, but for some reason they seem to be particularly proud of Jaipur, probably because they produce the best quality. I don't know, I'm a tourist, I haven't been here long enough to get the intimate detail. Jaipur is a lovely city, again, huge British influence, lots of the buildings. It's also known as the Pink City because so much of it is built out of a pink stone, a local stone. We saw elephants walking up and down the high street with people, the traders going around. The rest of India has been absolutely great, and I think I must apologise actually for perhaps what I said about Delhi in the early days, that I thought it was a swirling whatever. Well, it's very tough up there. It's a very, very different experience to down here in the south. I mean, you'd think you're in different countries, But then if you look how vast the country is, we're talking thousands of miles. We're all balanced up in India. The people, the food, the scenery, the temperature, the mosques, the temples, you know, absolutely fantastic. It's a very, very, very big emerging country is India. The economy is buoyant, it's doing well. I think we're going to see even bigger and greater things from India. To a great extent, you know, India, like lots of these countries in Asia, they're going through what the Brits call the Industrial Revolution, you know. And that's where they are now, but India is fabulous, love it. Will I return to India? Sure as eggs are eggs, I will. Do I now understand why people spend the summer in UK and spend the winter in India? Sure as hell I do. And I've met an awful lot of people who do just that. They live in the UK for the summertime and they come to India November, stay here till March, end of March, and because of course the weather gets a little bit rainy, I'm told, April onwards, but a fabulous place, absolutely fabulous place, love it. I'll come back, that's for sure.